Hello students, I am Mala N, biology faculty. Today I am going to discuss about endocrine system. Learning objectives are introduction to the topic, glands, endocrine glands, exocrine glands, heterocrine glands, endocrine glands position and functions in detail. Coming to the introduction, what is a gland? A gland is a structure which secretes a specific substance or substances in the body is called gland. It is made up of group of cells or tissues. There are three types of glands present in the human body. They are exocrine glands, endocrine glands, heterocrine glands. Coming to the exocrine glands, a gland which secretes its product into a duct or tube is called exocrine gland. Means the duct or tube is present, the secretion of these exocrine glands are stored in the duct. Example, salivary gland. Where do the salivary gland present? Yes, salivary gland is present in the mouth or buccal cavity and which produce or secrete saliva into the duct called salivary duct. So salivary gland is the best example for exocrine gland. Thus exocrine glands are the glands having ducts. In exocrine glands having the ducts. Coming to the endocrine glands, a gland which does not have a duct or tube and secretes its product directly in the bloodstream is called endocrine gland. Your duct is absent or tube is absent for storing the secretion. The secretions are secreted directly in the bloodstream and from the bloodstream it reaches to the target site. So duct is absent, so they are regarded as ductless glands. Endocrine gland secretes a chemical substance called hormone. They are secreted in small quantities by these endocrine glands and they are poured directly in the blood and carried throughout the body by blood circulatory system. Hormones are called chemical messengers because hormones have their effect at the site different from the site where they are made. Endocrine system are the connection between the nervous system and the different parts of our body. And we have different endocrine glands in our body. They are pituitary gland, pineal gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, adrenal gland, pancreas, gonads, etc. Heterocrine glands are the glands that perform both exocrine and endocrine functions. For example, pancreas. Pancreas perform both exocrine and endocrine function like by secreting insulin and glucagon hormone in the bloodstream act as an endocrine function. On the other side, pancreas secretes pancreatic juice containing a digestive enzymes like trypsin, chymotrypsin into pancreatic duct that leads to the alimentary canal and act as an exocrine function. Here the pancreas act both as an exocrine and endocrine function, so it comes under heterocrine gland. Now let us learn about the endocrine system in humans. You can see a diagrammatic representation of endocrine glands in human body. Various endocrine glands are present. Let us learn the position of these endocrine glands in detail. Pineal gland. Pineal gland is present in the center of the brain. Hypothalamus is present in the brain. Pituitary gland is present below the brain. Thyroid gland is attached to windpipe of our body. Parathyroid gland is embedded to the thyroid gland. Thymus lies in lower part of the neck and upper part of the chest. Pancreas is present below the stomach. Adrenal gland present or located on top of two kidneys here, top of two kidneys. Ovaries and testes are the gonads present in the human. Ovaries present only in the females and testes present only in the males. Both are represented in the same diagram just for easy understanding, but ovaries are present only in females and testes present only in the males. These are the endocrine glands present in our body. Let us learn more about this, their function, the hormone released, and how this acts on our body in detail with the help of table. This is the table. Okay, this table consisting of gland, position, hormone, and function. Let us learn in detail. First one, pituitary gland. Where the pituitary gland is present, or the position of the pituitary gland is below the brain. It is present below the brain, and it secretes a number of hormones. They are growth hormone, antidiuretic hormone, that is ADH hormone, gonadotrophins. These are the three hormones produced by the pituitary gland. And the function is like this. Function goes like this. The growth hormone controls the growth of human body, means regulates the growth of muscles and bones. A person having a deficiency of growth hormone in childhood remains very short. On the other hand, a person having too much of growth hormone becomes very tall. Okay, the growth is completely depend on the hormone called growth hormone secreted by pituitary gland. Next is ADH hormone. ADH hormone, also called as vasopressin. It helps in reabsorption of water in kidneys, helps to control blood pressure by acting on kidneys and blood vessels. It is most important role to conserve the fluid volume of your body by reducing the amount of water passed out in urine. This is the function of ADH hormone. Next, we'll move on to the gonadotrophin hormone. This gonadotrophin hormone plays an important role in the development of testes and ovaries. Testes present in the males and ovaries present in the females. This hormone is not very necessary for life, but it is very essential for reproduction, because this hormone acts on the gonads, that is testes and ovary, and helps to increase the production of the sex hormones and stimulate the production of either sperm or ova. Next, we'll move on to the pineal gland. Pineal gland is present near the center of the brain. Okay, and it is present near the center of the brain, and its connection to light, and they produce the hormone called melatonin. And this melatonin affects the reproductive development and daily physiological cycle, and plays an important role in regulating sleep patterns. Next, we'll move on to thyroid gland. Thyroid gland is attached to the windpipe, and they produce the hormone called thyroxine hormone. The function of this thyroxine hormone is to control the rate of metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Iodine is very essential for making this thyroxine hormone by thyroid gland. If any deficiency in iodine leads to the deficiency of thyroxine. If any deficiency of thyroxine leads to a disease called goiter. So, iodine is very essential for preparation of thyroxine, and thyroxine is produced by the thyroid gland. Next, we'll move on to the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland is present or located on the top of two kidneys, and they produce the hormone called adrenaline hormone or noradrenaline hormone. This hormone regulates heart rate, breathing rate, and blood pressure and carbohydrate metabolism. This hormone is produced during the emergency situation. It is present all the time, but it present more in the emergency situation, which regulates the heart rate, blood pressure, and carbohydrate metabolism. Here it is secreted in small amount, and but when a person is frightened or excited, it is produced in the large quantity. For example, when we are faced with a dangerous situation like being chased by a dog or snake, then our nervous system stimulates this hormone to secrete, and then lot of energy is produced by our body and help us to run away very fast from the dog and to save ourselves. This is because of the adrenaline hormone secreted by the adrenaline gland. Next, we'll move on to the thymus gland. Thymus gland lies in the lower part of the neck and upper part of the chest. It secretes a hormone called thymoxine. This thymoxin promotes the production and maturation of WBCs, that is the white blood cells, plays important role in the development of immune system of our body. Next gland is pancreas. Pancreas is present just below the stomach. This pancreas secretes the two hormones, that is insulin hormone and glucagon hormone. Insulin hormone lowers the blood sugar level or glucose level by converting excess glucose into glycogen. Okay, the deficiency of this insulin hormone causes disease known as diabetes. So next, glucagon. This glucagon rise the concentration of glucose or sugar level by converting glycogen back into glucose. If the more sugar, if the more sugar is there, means if it has to control, means the insulin hormone plays an important role. If less sugar level, means glucagon plays an important role by converting glycogen back into the glucose. Next, we'll move on to the gonads, that is ovaries and testes. Ovaries present only in the female. The position of ovaries is in the pelvic region. The hormone released by the ovaries is estrogen and progesterone. Here, this ovaries makes two female sex hormone, that is estrogen and progesterone. Function of estrogen is to control the development of female sex organs and even help in the secondary characteristic development. And next hormone is progesterone hormone. This hormone controls uterus changes in the menstrual cycle and also helps in the maintenance of maintenance during the pregnancy by preparing the uterus lining for implantation. Implantation is nothing but embedding of embryo in the uterus. This is controlled by the progesterone hormone secreted by the ovaries. Next, we'll move to the testes. Testes present only in the males. The position is in the pelvic region. The hormone produced by the testes is testosterone. The function of the testis is to this testosterone is also known as sex hormone. The function of this testosterone is to control the development of male sex organs and even help in the secondary sexual characteristics, that is the production of sperm. Everything will be controlled by the testosterone hormone produced by the testes in males. These are the many different types of endocrine glands present in the human, which act as an important role by producing the hormones in the bloodstream, and from the bloodstream it reaches to the target site when it is required. Okay, thank you.